All right, I believe we're all set up and ready to go. Hopefully you guys are ready for this. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. How you doing, Rich? How you doing, Crypto Cruise? And Pepe wants some Pepe. We're going to check out H-Bar. We're going to check out Pepe. I got you guys covered. H-Bar. Pepe. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and start diving into the charts. Good evening, Bernard. How we doing? How we doing? Also, before we get too crazy up in here, I do want to pin this comment real quick because a great place to start trading over the weekend, Pumpkin. Absolutely great place to do it. Why is it didn't pop up? I wish I knew. Shiny. Oh, it's too big? Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Hold on. Size matters, guys. Hold on 1 second here. Oops. One. There we go. Everybody, join me on Pumpkin. Great place to be. It is the platform that is also linked into Hyperliquid, the best DEX on the planet right now. So there's that. Anyways, let's move right along. Click the link down below. Make your account today. The best thing about it, I will start doing dedicated live streams there when I'm day trading, especially in the morning, because in the mornings while the stock market's open, I'm trading a lot with this new method. It's kind of obnoxious, actually. Actually obnoxious. So today, here are the profits that I ended up doing. Let's go to the start of the day, which here's June 20th. This is all today. We had a 65% gain. Noted, I'm not using much money for this. That's why you can see the number. So don't get like, oh my god, this guy's trading millions of dollars. I'm not. Chill out. I was using 30 bucks. Okay? $30. But we had a 65% gain. We had a 50% gain. A 60% gain, a 68%, an 87%, and a 52%. So we locked in some gains. Actually, I did get one more because I closed out a Hyperliquid. Let me see if that pops up right now. Let me see if that pops up real quick. Hold on. Here it is. And another 50% gain on a 30x short on Hyperliquid. So, I didn't post this one, but yeah, you know, the new method works really well while Wall Street is there. If Wall Street is present, the VWAP matters a little bit more because, you know, Wall Street is Wall Streeting. And then we also have, like, the orbs. But now we're into weekend trading. Weekend trading, that's my jam. We don't have Wall Streets in here manipulating everything. So we can actually get rid of the orbs, get rid of the VWAP, and go back to our normal bread and butter. And that's what I'm going to be doing this weekend. So, yeah, you know, it's been a lot of play testing. But I do think I'm ready to throw some money into this this method and possibly make a video for it. Because these gains are freaking nuts. Because also, if you look at the leverage that I'm using, 150x, 30x on Ario on a short. We had a 30x on Hype, 30x on Ario, a 75x on Aave, and 150x on Bitcoin. It's kind of insane the amount of leverage you can use on it. So then you can go on these really small moves, and I kind of like that. So dedicated video coming soon, so you guys can see how I'm doing that. Porky, can I request Ario and LA? Yeah, we can check that out. Actually, I had a daily wheel spin today for weeks because oh my god. That's another thing I show you guys. My daily trading volume, I was using $30. My daily trading volume on this was nuts. absolutely nuts. So if you go into daily wheel spin here over on weeks, link is in the description down below. But you can actually go to this daily wheel spin, depending on how much money you actually trade. You start getting these wheel spins, and then it gives you the anything from here. Most of the time, you're going to get 1 USDT for futures trading. Today, I got 1 LA token. I don't even know what the hell LA is, so I'm probably going to sell it later. But yeah, this thing ends in 22 days. No big deal. But my daily trading volume today with $30. Because of the leverage I was using, I racked up $86,000 in trading volume. Insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, so now that I'm done with all of that, let's go into the TA so you guys can actually do the stuff that we are here to do. And then after that, we will start looking for a trade setup. Sound good, guys? I hope so, because it sounds good to me. All right, Ario and LA. What the fuck? Touch grass. Motherfucker. I made it to the USA Tier 3 rugby team. I've touched enough fucking grass. Grass is my home. How dare you? Alright. I have to mention Tier 3 because it wasn't actually the traveling USA team. It was like I was on a bona fide practice squad. Just being honest. I do, however, have national titles in Division 1 men's rugby. 18 people in here, number 6 on the like. Thank you so much. Trade Intuition, doing the right and proper thing. 18 people? We only got a third of you? Sheesh. Oh my gosh. Y'all are wild. Y'all are absolutely wild. One thing you guys should do. Take a little time. Go check out Trade Intuition. My man out here putting in the work. He's busy with something, but he still is making time to go live and drop this knowledge for you guys. All right? So take a little time. Show him a little love. Get over there. Still badass. Snuckled up. Thank you so much. I do appreciate the kind words. But you know what? It's a thing of the past. I got children now. All of those accomplishments for me actually don't matter. All I'm focused on now is the next generation and passing the torch. That's really it. Now all I want to do is become the best trader ever and get my kids involved in it as well. Here, showing support. Thank you so much, Trade Intuition. I do appreciate that. I know you woke up early today. I know you had a busy day. You also dropped a live stream. You probably dropped more videos that I might have missed, but I did watch that live stream. I did enjoy it. Alright, so let's get into the TA on Bitcoin, and I have a small list for you guys. We're going to mainly look at the large cap coins, because those mattered the much. Touche, fair enough. Yeah, it's funny. I remember when I used to care so much about my athletic career, and now that I'm 35, I'm not planning on ever competing at a high level again, and I was like, huh, wow. That was a large chunk of my life that now officially just doesn't matter. That's crazy. like it's really weird. It's like, oh, wow. Luckily, I have all that knowledge so I can pass it on to the next generation, but jeez. Oh, well. You live and you learn, right? I should have been learning charts at a much younger age. However, I enjoyed bashing my head into other people instead. And it is what it is, right? So the list I got for you guys today is going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Doge, ADA, Hype, Bitcoin Cash, and Sui. Still a little bitter about Bitcoin Cash, basically pooping on me the other day, but that is the game. Yep, I'm 33. I felt that with my soul, right? Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So let me get rid of everything here so we can see what Bitcoin did. Just bare naked chart. What we're looking at for Bitcoin, we have an official breach of the 50 simple moving average, and it is acting as a bearish backtest already. That is what I'm noticing on the moving average sector. Does that really matter? Not that much. It's just What happens relatively often is when we lose the 50, price likes to test the 200. Kind of is what it is. We live, we learn, we teach, then we die. Yeah, and ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Bitcoin right now still looking pretty good. In all things considered, we're still holding that $102,689 level. We're sitting at just barely in that bearish control zone. We have a low stochastic on the daily. If you're just looking at the daily time frame, Bitcoin kind of looks like a dream. We had the fake out to the downside and a higher low. If we get a really solid day or weekend or solid Monday, I could realistically see Bitcoin go up. Realistically, I could see that. However, I'm not going to say that now because we're about to go into weekend price action and anything can happen. Now, looking at this, we do have lower highs. This is something that should be a little alarming because could be bullish consolidation, could be bearish. Could be bearish. We don't know. I'm a hold. All right, man. All right. Hey, hold your little heart out. But this is the new uptrend here. However, from the previous uptrend, we not only broke down from it, we bearishly backtested it. So I'm going to leave the old uptrend there for now. And until we start moving up considerably and go test that high again, I'm going to think that we have broken down. I need more information. I think LA can have a nice bounce up. I don't even know what LA token is, so it's going to be interesting to look at its chart. I did not look at its chart earlier. Now, we do have this level that could possibly act as major resistance because it already did. That was these candle highs over here back in May 10th. Currently speaking, we got below it, and now it is acting as major resistance. We are range bound. Go figure, right? We're range bound. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour, we have reset our stochastic. This is kind of what leaves the hopium alive and leaves people being like, oh my god, we could go up. We're still bullish. But we're just going to completely ignore the low and the lower low, right? We're just ignoring that because the narrative. Yeah. All right. Anyways. Not here to make friends, here to make money, right? Right? All right, anyways. So we do have an acceleration to the downside right now and a bearish backtest at that 200 simple moving average. Remember what I said last night. I was like, hey, watch out for the fake outs to the upside because we could go up and test that. Yeah. We were live on stream talking about it. For anybody who decided to tune in on that one, thank you for tuning in, first off. Secondly, hopefully you didn't get caught off guard with the bearishness today, but futures expirations and that liquidation heat map from last night was kind of telling us we were probably going down. But anyways, so we have this wonderful little box right here that was just holding it down for what felt like centuries. We broke to the upside of it. We broke to the downside of it. Are we bearishly backtesting? Are we popping back up in here? Personally, I think we're going to pop back up in there. But, yeah, it just looks like a whipsaw. Just get rid of the longs, get rid of the shorts. Awesome. Go on with our merry little way. Might settle up right back here in the middle around 104.495. It's a possibility here. Possibility. So let's go into the 1-hour time frame so we can get an idea of what could happen tonight. Tonight looks like it's in recovery mode. Recovery mode. The area in which I am really kind of hyper focused in on is this level right here at 104,257 because it was a support, became a resistance. Are we going to use it as a resistance? Are we going to break above it? What do the traders want to do? We will find out this week on Dragon Ball Z. I do know right now we are putting in a brand new uptrend, which is cool because if we break the uptrend, guess what? We can go short. Ride this thing into Valhalla. If we do go short, if it does start getting a little poopy doopy out there, we could see this thing fall all the way down to $99,985. So that is a possibility. I need you to keep that in mind. This is a possibility. I'm not saying it will happen. All I'm saying is a lot of swing traders will look at this as a bear flag. Just saying. I'm doing it. I'm staring at it. I'm like, hey, that looks like a bear flag to me. That looks like we're about to get paid. And then 104.257 happens to be at a 50% retrace. It's kind of nice. You even get to stop out some of the shorts that are sitting right here at 103,821. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just looks kind of nice. Looks a little perfect. We'll see what happens. On our 15-minute time frame, you see we did have bullish divergence. We got a higher low. We're expecting a move to the upside. It's an expectation. It's not going to happen. It's just what we think will happen. Now, if we do a full move to the upside, then we would be testing this 104.805 level. These are the reasons why we mark these things out. Mathematically, it makes sense for us to go up and test some of these levels. If we do test that 104.805 level, we're sitting just above that golden pocket. It will be just above a 618 golden retrace. And of course, if you're looking at it from the golden retrace perspective, you're going to go from high to low, which also, I didn't even take the highest high here. So here's the highest high, and it lines up nearly perfectly with that 618 golden retrace, which happens to be sitting at the 104.938 level. So at this point, you guys are at the casino table, and you're just guessing, like, hey, we going long, we going short, baby, because we're dancing around a zone. It's kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Amazing TA, no hopium, just realistic expectations. Yes. We need to be realistic, especially when the, market makers are deciding to just drain our souls right now. It's kind of wild. But as of right now, as of overnight, I would not be surprised if Bitcoin made at least a 1% move to the upside, which then would allow a lot of these different cryptos to start recovering in a huge way. Because things like SPX today was down, like 17% at its lows? It was crazy. Fartcoin got farted on. It was so bad. Ario, it had a nice pullback. Hype had a great pullback. We're going to be looking at all those, of course. And then we're getting to all of your guys' requests. Number 11 on the like. Trade tuition 11, lucky number. Woo! Lucky number 11. I don't know how that's a lucky number, but we're going to go with it. What's up, HUZ? How you doing today? Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a fantastic start to your weekend. By the way, I didn't say it at the beginning. Happy Friday, everyone. You made it through another futures expiration. Pat yourself on the back. Another week, you're not scared out of this market. It takes a very strong individual to hang out during these choppy times. Let me get a quick refresh live here. Let's check out the like situation. We got an ad. Oh boy, I got an ad on my own live stream. Can you believe that? It's crazy. Anyways, thank you, Porky. I'm glad you are. We have 11 likes, 15 viewing. All right. You know what? I'm not sad about it, but I understand. We've had some weird, choppy times. Let's check in on the pumpkin viewers over here, because we will be looking for a trade for you guys. All right, pumpkin viewers. Y'all coming in droves. I'd love to see it. Love to see you all. Welcome in, everybody. I know you guys aren't ones to chat very much, but hopefully you enjoy the show. What's good, Porky? Yo, what is good? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. We're going to check out the liquidation heat map. Let's see what we could, I don't know, maybe see over the weekend based off, oh, wow. On the 24-hour time frame, we have a ton of shorts sitting right at $105,110. Markets do like to find liquidity, and when there's more liquidity in one direction, well, there's a possibility we go up there. So that $105,110, that could be an area of interest. Very tired, long day. I'm going to try to get some rest. Good night, everyone. Have a good night, Trading Tuition. I appreciate you stopping by. Get your rest, man. It's good for you. Do it. I look forward to seeing some more of your videos. And hopefully everybody in the chat checks them out as well. Now, looking at the weekly time frame, we can see the devastation that happened today with this node right here. That was $321 million in longs that got liquidated. They got wrecked. We still have a bit of liquidity to the downside. So hopefully we're not bear flagging out. That's what I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream. It's like, oh, we could be bear flagging. And if we are, they're going to try and take all of this out. I'm pretty sure one good strike in Iran would end up causing that. Or in Israel, I don't know. They're fighting, and it seems like the fighting will never end. We have a bit of liquidity sitting at $105,057. There's $109 million sitting there. $109 million up for the grabs on a retracement. We'll see what the traders decide to do this weekend. We will see. Alrighty. Why does this look so weird? Okay, that looks better. I like this better. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get back into the charts. That's what I see out of Bitcoin. Possible 1% move to the upside. Looking pretty solid. Looking pretty solid. Nowhere close to being overbought on the 15-minute. If I were trading this, I would probably jump into the trade just because I'm guessing the 1 minute looks good. I'm guessing. I don't know. Yeah, the 1 minute looks great. 1 minute looks absolutely great. Pushing its way up there. It doesn't care. It just wants to recover. Hey, Nigel, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'll either go down with the ship or rise in glory. Oh, that's great. I love it. I love it. Either way, I'm not giving up. HQZ, that is the mindset. That's beautiful. I love it. All right, let's go out to the 4 hour. Let's check out Ethereum. So Ethereum here, we lost our range. We have lost our range. The range has been broken. You can see how great this downtrend has been acting as a resistance, and now the quote-unquote bull flag is getting pooped on. And your 50x long on Sol since a 138. Let's effing go! Let's go, baby. That's great. Make that money, bro. Make that money, bro. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. We're almost hitting that window in which I like trading in, which is a new 4 hour candle. So we're gonna see how things go. Good night, trade into it. HQZ saying good night to trade intuition. All right. Anyways, Ethereum here. Nice move to the downside. Very, very nice move to the downside. What did we do today? What was this? This was a 7% drop in Ethereum. Should we possibly look for a retracement? Of course, because we need more opportunities to short this ass. But are we going to get the short of a lifetime, or is this going to just recover? We're going to have to wait and see. However, at this moment in time, based off our low to high, I would expect at least a 50% retrace, and it's looking more like the 618 could happen. Getting back up to 2,492 makes a lot of sense. It really does. For those of you who don't know, for my Fibonacci, when you see the 382 and the 618, if you're going up in a retracement, the 382 is the 618. So just a little heads up there. And then the 618 is technically a 38.2% move back up based off your low to high. So you just inverse them. For those of you who can't visualize it, I will show it to you right here so you can see it side by side. Your 382 is your 618. Your 50, of course, is your 50. Your 382 is your 618. So yeah, in this pocket right here, in this range, I love getting into trades. I absolutely love it. Anything in this range, I am excited. The closer it is to that 50% or 618, the better. So, anyways, what I could very well see is Ethereum make a nice move to the upside, and we could see a possible 2.48, 2.5% move to the upside, testing that $2,492 level. That's what I'm seeing right now. The thing I dislike about the price action for Ethereum, we have a very shallow uptrend. So the closer you are to this uptrend, the more likely you could try to take a little chance and go long. We got to wait and see. As of right now, we're still utilizing the previous channel as a resistance. buyers are going to have to push that price up for short sellers to be interested in this short. Unless they're trying to get another little push to the downside from this, which I think, not really strong enough argument because so much dumping happened throughout the day. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm looking for a 2.5% move to the upside. Does it have to happen? Of course not. But that's what I'm looking for. So until that happens or we break the uptrend, I'm kind of just sitting back and waiting. Just waiting. My bias is to the upside because we broke the 200 simple moving average and we have not backtested it. It's likely that we backtest it. We don't have to. It's just a likely possibility. All right, moving on from Ethereum, we have XRP. Let's see how the prophecy is coming along. All right, XRP. Is that a giant wick? Oh, I wish it was. Oh, man. All right, anyways. XRP. Still maintaining that $2.07 level. Begrudgingly, I say good job. Good for you. Still looking for that 169.77 to play out to the downside. But man, XRP really trying to show its grit by not falling and capitulating. Longer term, I'm in the 0.589 crew, so anybody who hates that, drop your dislike now, because apparently we always get dislikes, and I'm not here to cater to your feelings. Alright, we have been downtrending, we had hidden bearish divergence, your relative strength is sitting in the bearish control zone. It just looks like it's a bloody mess out here. This looks like you just got ready to go on a cruise and your wife just started that monthly fellow friend. Okay, it's gonna be a rough time. You thought you were gonna have relaxation, all you got was complaining. This doesn't look great to me. That's what I'm trying to say. You had a downtrend and an acceleration of a downtrend, unable to break it. Now your uptrend opportunity you broke down from. I'm bearish on XRP. Moving along. C. You want some C token? We'll check that out for you. SEI. I noticed it was up like 7% or something, but yeah. Why is the RSI in the bearish control zone? Why is it? I don't know. Because it lost the midway point. This midway, the 50 point in the RSI, this is the bearish control zone. Anything, if you're staying below in the 50 and below levels, you are bearish. If you are above the 50 level, you are bullish. So that is the control zones. But yeah, on your daily, you're in the bearish control zone. Which, noted, a lot of people use that as, it's a great buying opportunity. So 2 days ago, XRP got the spot ETF in Canada. YouTube doesn't like me. I've tried to get a message through. Wait, really? Oh, geez. So you're having like the same problem that James was having for a while. It's weird. So that's not considered resetting. I mean, it is considered resetting, but it's also in the bearish control zone. We don't know that it's a reset until you break back into the bullish control zone and stay there. We have no idea. So it's a wait and see type thing. Most traders, what they'll probably be looking for is a breakout of this downtrend. Once you break out of the downtrend, a lot of traders get very, very bullish. I mean, they get hyper bullish. So if you break out of this downtrend and then you start pushing into that bullish control zone, you're going to notice on the price, it's probably going to impulse up. But there's a lot of factors here basically stating, even on an impulse move up, you're probably not breaking this box right here. Probably not. Yeah, anytime, Rich. Anytime. Yeah, guys, also everybody else, feel free to ask questions. If I can't explain it in a way that makes sense to you, I don't know the information enough and I need to do more research. Never be afraid to ask questions here. Alright, guys? Please, do that. But yeah, so a lot of traders here, they're going to be looking for the breakout of this downtrend. If we break out of it, that's when you can start being like, oh my god, we're bullish on XRP again. I don't usually catch these breakouts too often because I don't measure it out that often. Most of the time, what I pay attention to is the increasing in strength. That's usually what I pay attention to. The problem you're having here is you're just putting in a higher low. Just like, great. That hidden bearish divergence is outweighing anything bullish, in my opinion. Because the hidden bearish divergence is a really big deal. It's a really big deal. And so that's why I'm so hyper bearish on XRP. But if you break that downtrend, awesome. Go up. That'd be great. You have your price targets if it does go up. But I needed to break $3.02 before I'm like, cool, we can now go up and try and test all-time highs. We can probably hit that $3.50 or no, $4.50 level. I forgot. $5.19. We could probably go up and try and test that. But, you know, we need to start making some higher highs. At a minimum. Got to start making some higher highs. Alright, next up we have Solana. Solana, I'm pretty bearish on Solana too. If I'm being honest. And this is one that I hold. This is one I made a ton of money on. Pretty bearish on Solana. We have lost our level. We have lost our level. A daily candle close below it. That is just unfortunate. Just unfortunate. We could find price all the way back down to $112. That is quite unfortunate. Could we catch a bounce and start going to the upside? Of course. If we do not clear $168.65, we are still bearish. Keep that in mind, everybody. If Solana does not break $168.65, we are still looking for shorts. Okay? I don't want y'all to be like, oh, but we broke out of the downtrend. I don't actually care if we break out of the downtrend. I care if we break above resistance. Breaking out of the downtrend, great. Breaking above resistance, sexy. TA on Solana, if you haven't done it already. Don't worry, snuggled up. we will check out H-bar. I got it written down. We will get to it, I promise. Oh snap, you're talking about it now. I am talking about it now. Here's a question. My mate and I have been discussing if it's better to put 1,000 USDT down on a token or if it's better to use high leverage to make up the 1,000. Which is better? Banana Republic, are we cooked? I mean, I wouldn't say we're cooked. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they kind of look all right. We're going to see what happens on their recoveries, but we're not cooked yet. No worries, me, Damien. I'm just giving you a hard time. LNE, that's a solid question. It kind of depends on your trading prowess, but generally speaking, if you're putting your money into something that actually has value, it's smarter to buy and hold. If you're trading, there's a extreme high possibility you lose all your money. Extreme high possibility. So, you're going to have to make that decision on your own. Me personally, if I only had $1,000, and I wanted to put it down on a token, I would pick something that has a spot ETF. That's what I would be doing. A spot ETF is a really big deal in the US. Because that means you got institutions buying into it constantly. So the drawdowns are theoretically not going to be as deep. Theoretically. Never financial advice. Are alts going to pop? I don't know, man. Alts look cooked. A lot of alts are. I'm downstairs and that awkward pause had me. That's pretty funny. I don't think alts are going to really pop per se. We're just waiting for alts to recover one day. So understand, the alts right now, the alts are a trader's paradise. because even if they skyrocket, you're expecting 88.6% retracements. A lot of things that a lot of people don't realize, there's no value to 99% of crypto. 99.99%. There's no value. It's all momentum driven. That's all it is. That's why it becomes very easy to trade them when you get your emotions taken out of it and you just look at the trend. Like, it makes it a lot easier. Let's look at total 3 BTC dominance. All right. We will check those out, Damien. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate you. I still have this one. Almost full still. I appreciate it. I'm good. I got water here too. I'm alright. Love you. Alrighty. Hope everyone is well this evening. Jim, doing fantastic. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. Alright, so right now with Solana, we have broken a level. I'm going to clear the chart so we can just look at this. On the daily, you broke your 200 simple moving average. You bearishly backtested it twice. You're making lower highs. This looks as if it is a continuation to the downside. So with this being said, Solana here, unless something changes, we could see something like this. And noted, the change could be a spot ETF. I guess Bloomberg has come out and talked about XRP, AVAX, Solana, and I think it's Dogecoin. Those 4 tokens have an 80% chance of getting spot ETFs this year. If it happens, I will be less bearish. As of right now, I have some targets. And these targets, they're not nice for the daily time frame. Something like 37% downside makes sense to me. Reason being, we have this downtrend here, and we could go and test it at some point in time. So it lines up with our trending fib tool. We could go back down to 88. We could go down to 64. We could get low here. So I really want you guys to pay attention to that. That is an opportunity of things happening. Areas in which I'm focused in on are levels of support and resistance. So support right now is sitting at 117. This is something that I think should hold, but it doesn't have to, but it should. And then we also have another level that is acting as support right now from this previous low here. Hopefully this is extremely visible for you guys on the chart, and you guys can easily see this. It acted as support, acted as resistance, acted as resistance again, then it became support. Now it's trying to confirm support. If we confirm support here, that means we would start seeing more upside. Reasons why we would look for more upside on the daily for Solana, we do have hidden bullish divergence. I want you to really pay attention to this right here. Where was our relative strength last time we were at this level compared to now? What was going on there? Back here, we were almost overbought, deep in that bullish control zone. Now we're in the bearish control zone, trying to find some strength to go back up. So right now at this moment, I am bullish on Solana. I do think Solana should be able to go up off of this level. However, we might deal with a little bit of pain and come down to 117 first. What lines up with 117? It's probably a 786 retracement. Probably. Let's find out. So we come on up, and oh, look at that. A 786 at 115. So if we come down to that 786, it's normal. It's absolutely normal. We are sitting in that beautiful range that I do love taking trades in. So yes, I'm bearish in the short term. I'm bullish in the longer term. Longer term, I'm very bullish on Solana, and that's also why I haven't sold off all of my Solana tokens. So anyways, on the daily time frame, we do have this downtrend here that we need to break out of. After we break the downtrend, I would like to backtest this level one more time and then see a higher low and let this thing rally on. Words have gotten hard right there. Holy. Getting a burp in the middle of talking, worst thing ever. Anyways, if this does get a continuation to the upside, our upside target is 245. So my stance, if we can hold this 135 level, we should have a strong possibility of Solana making a beautiful run up of 74%. Would be great. They recently raised the chance to 91% for Solana. Holy crap, that is crazy. I know all YouTubers love that question. Just here, up or down? So Sleep, I think we're going to have up overnight and choppy over the weekend, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out, Sleep. Wifey coming in clutch. My wife is the greatest wife ever, honestly. Rich, what about Sideways? What about Sideways? What? Huh? Maybe I caught that one out of context. Who knows? XRP is dead. No way any of them get ETFs. Pepe. It's probably going to get an ETF. They are in the bank's back pocket. They're probably going to get an ETF. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's let the emotions go away. Genius Act passed. It did pass. XRP still can't get out of fraud court. Fraud court? Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know about this. Zen Adam NKN got you covered, Jim. Thank you for the TA. Haven't been able to make sense of the market lately, bro. The market lately has been a day trader's paradise. I'm finding out more and more about that because I've been day trading with the stock exchange using the stock tactics. Holy fuck, it pays. It pays a lot. It's actually insane. I didn't realize how easy it was to trade during stock market hours until I started utilizing their tactics, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. It's kind of amazing. Road Glide. Porky on the daily time. How long do you hold trade? On the daily? Usually it would be like a month. Honestly. Month, 2 months. Daily's a long time hold. It's a very long... It's a swing trade. It is a swing for sure. You enter the trade, you look back at it in a week just to make sure it's going the right direction. That's really what you do. The XRP case is not ending this year. I have a lot of insiders. It will continue until next year. So no ETF or for XRP. It will probably crash back to $1.50. Pepe, I am the #1 supporter of 0.589 for XRP. That's beautiful news to me. That's beautiful. I just look at the chart though, and the chart, it looks bearish right now, but also they're holding support. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Kind of is what it is. Alright, Zen. I need to write these down before they go away. Adam and NKN. What tactics are you using? It's using the orbs and the VWAP. When the price gets far enough away from the VWAP, especially when, for me, in Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. comes around, expect the price to want to get close to the VWAP before the day ends. Just expect it wants to. So then you stop shorting, or you stop going long, and then you start looking in the other direction. But when you have that 15-minute orb, I changed it to a 1-hour orb today, and that seemed to work out way better. So I changed it to a 1-hour orb, and when I got a 15-minute candle close outside of the orb, then it made it to where, oh, we're going down. You have an impulse move down, you have a backtest move, so that you can actually get into a second trade. It's kind of obnoxious. Trying to stay awake, brother. Old man syndrome. I understand, Jim. I understand. I will speed things up just for you. I'm sorry. I'm talking to chat a lot tonight. I'm surprised at all the chatters. It is very surprising, actually. How's Pumpkin doing? Any chatters? No chatters over here on Pumpkin. Anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying some of the alpha. We're getting a 4-hour candle close. We should be looking for a trade soon. We're going to do that. But looking at Solana on the 4-hour... Sorry, I've been yapping way too much. Golly, we were still on the daily for that. Now on the 4-hour, we're getting the 200 to start curling over. This is showing me a shift in trend. This is showing me a downtrend is here. This is why I'm a bit bearish in the short term. Also, bearish until breakout. Until we break out of this downtrend, I'm going to stay bearish. So anybody who's like, you flip-flop, no. If we break out of a downtrend, I get bullish. If we're still in a downtrend, I'm super bearish. I am bearish as I'm the biggest bear out here if we're in a downtrend. Like, you will not catch me being like, we're definitely going up, guys. No, I don't give the hope. All I do, because I short the market. I short it often. And momentum-driven assets are easy to short or long because the momentum's going to keep going. Anyways, right now what I'm looking at on the 4-hour time frame for Solana, we had a beautiful retrace. We made that lower high, and of course, we are in the zone. We got that 618 golden retrace, and guess what? Coming down. So my target at the moment for Solana is 123. 123 is my current target. And until we get there, I'm just looking for more opportunities to go short. I'm thinking another 12% downside is coming. Area in which I'm most interested in to see if we can get it back above is this right here. Because it was acting as major support, and then we broke through it. If we act as resistance at 143.36, I can go short and not feel bad about it. No dopamine dealers around here. That's really true. I appreciate it. No problem. Baltav. Baltav? Golly, I know I can't say that name, and I'm trying. We don't get enough views on the static videos for me to get hooked on phonics. Sorry, guys. My AdSense is low. Anyways, the market is most indecisive I've seen in years. Oil is confused. Gold is confused. Bonds and equities are confused. That's true. Everything's confused because, we're waiting for the boogeyman of tariff inflation. Which, really? It's like the skinwalker of inflation. That's what we're afraid of, the ghost of inflation. That's what we're afraid of. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's check out Dogecoin. So checking out Dogecoin. I'm going to start breaking this down a little faster because I know you guys have things to do. I know your time is important. So we're actually going to break these down a lot quicker, telling you what I think is going on in these charts based off a very quick look at these things. So looking at this on Doge, we had a level of support that is now broken. We have broken it. We could bearishly backtest it. That 0.16938 level, that's what I'm looking for, but we do have a level of support sitting right below us that we have not tested yet. So getting down to 15,382 seems proper. We're in a very distinct downtrend. Also, that 200 simple moving average is curling down. So even if we do get a push to the upside, I'm thinking bearish backtest on the 200. Great time to more than likely go short. So still bearish until breakout. Anyways, currently speaking, based off this right here, we had a beautiful move to the upside, got into the range for shorts. It is a possibility for Dogecoin to come down to 11,505 over time. So take this information as you will. If you break the downtrend, change your thinking. Simply put, just change it. Traders are loving this though, holding higher lows above tariff day across the board on charts. Oh yeah, traders are absolutely loving this. Can you blame them? Yes, I can blame them for being afraid of random inflation from tariffs while you have people doing buy now, pay later for groceries. Yes, I can blame them. They have the data. These people are supposed to be smarter than me. How can they not see the consumer is tapped? How do they not see it? That's a whole different discussion. Whole different discussion. I don't get it. If the consumer's tapped, how are you going to raise prices? I don't understand. How are you going to do? You raise prices, you go out of business. That's all that's going to happen. You can even see it with autos. Have you guys looked at the deflation in auto prices? Holy moly. The auto market has been devastated. Absolutely devastated. They have been destroyed. and I love it. I was waiting for that for like 3 years. Oh. Anyways, looking at ADA now. So ADA, I'm going to leave this as is because it's still holding true. All the levels that could have acted as support have been broken. So let's get rid of those. Check out your daily levels right now. You are now in a pocket. Can you break above it or not? Can you break above it or not? If you can, awesome. If you can't, well, see you in Valhalla. Still looking for a move at least down to 48.35, possibly even getting down to this 40 cent or 37 cent level. It's looking like a possibility because we never back tested a damn thing. We might be getting that back test for ADA. And another problem, ADA, because I think it's like 90% of their holders are staking the token. All they're doing is giving sell pressure. That's it. Unless there's new capital coming in, it is just sell pressure. So your best opportunities at buying in is going to be this chop down here in the hopes that it does this again. But we shall see. We do have more participants from last time to this time, which is great. We have a higher high, which is great. However, all of your value, currently speaking, is sitting right down here at 3765. That is your value area. The typical swing trader is looking at ADA and it's like, yeah, it's almost to my buy zone. I just need it to drop more. Like that's what they're probably looking at. Could it go up from here? Sure. Definitely could. You're sitting at a level that was acting as support before. You could act as support again and then start seeing some upside. However, from your previous rally, this is nearly a 100% retrace. Nearly 100%. If you made a lower high than previous high, there's already less participants. I don't see how this starts making new all-time highs yet. I don't see it. I could be proven wrong by the traders. I very well could be. Until then, I'm going to focus on profiting to the downside. That's what I'm going to be doing. You guys can do whatever it is you wish, but this trend to me looks really down. Just whee! It's like a slip and slide on a hill. You're just accelerating it. But yeah, you broke your 200. 200 is starting to curl down on you. This is going to take a while for it to be very bullish in my opinion again. Once again, things can change at a drop of a hat right now because let's just say war ends, trade deals pop up, and rate cuts happen. That's the trifecta we're looking for. That is the trifecta. And it'll be like, oh my goodness, the market went up so fast. That's the trifecta we're looking for. Thankfully, the staking is fully liquid, so the dumping can continue for ADA. Exactly, it definitely could. So the staking on ADA is something I think a lot of people overlook, but something you should always keep in the back of your head, because now Ethereum falls in the same boat. If it's not going up, it's being sold. Like, simply put. Next up, let's look at Hype. So Hyperliquid, I did start trading this a little more often because of how it looks. Yo, what's up, JB? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I still have alerts up on this. What alerts do I have? Oh, it's just these two? Okay, let's get rid of that. I didn't know I still had alerts on this. Probably because I was in a trade and I got out of it, but neither here nor there. I already told that to the members. Yeah, by the way, little shill second here. If you happen to be a member and on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch, we do have this members only section where I do post any type of trade that I'm going to be in for a long period of time. I don't post all the day trading things, of course, because, you know, let me post this, it makes its move, you look at the chart, and you're like, oh, well, damn it. Kind of pointless. But I do post trade setups in here with my stop loss and my profit taking levels. I also put in if I get out of the trade. So maybe some of you might be able to make $5 within a month utilizing my calls. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just like supporting the channel. Either way, that option is out there. And then, of course, Tuesdays and Thursdays are for the members. All right, let's go ahead and check out hype here. Let's get rid of this and this. Oh my god, how much trade did I do today? Gee, I did a lot. I did a lot. All right, so on the daily, we are now hanging out in a downtrend. The only thing I dislike about this, we have not put in a lower high yet. We did break an uptrend, which is cool. Still waiting for that lower high. So once we can get the lower high, maybe we come back up to 39.02, hit it as resistance. That could be my go-to for great. Downtrend is starting, but we'll see how it goes. Currently speaking, we do have this level that could be acting as a support as well at 32.31. So that is something I do want to pay attention to, as well as this level right here acted as support, became a resistance. So if we do fall, 26.56 could be a level of interest. Of course, all these yellow lines could be levels of support as well. But yeah, Hyperliquid. Daily looks great. You just tapped into the bearish control zone. You are low on your stochastics. Your 4 hour is looking great for a nice recovery. You just lost your 200 simple, so that's one thing to definitely keep in mind. So, oh boy, how many little marks do I have here? Anyways, if we do get a nice little retracement, I'm going to be looking for the nice 50% retrace, getting you back up to this 39.39 level. Okay, cool. If we can get a nice retrace up to here, find resistance at what was acting as resistance before, I will feel very confident in going short. So noted, with that being said, I would be looking for about a 14% move to the upside and still be very bearish. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. We'll see if we get it. If we stay in the downtrend, we could see way lower prices. Way lower prices, because this thing was just on an absolute tear to the upside. Looking at it this way, I would be looking for a golden retrace if we did get a real pullback. That 618 looks really good. 23.39 could be a really good area in order to scoop some Hyperliquid up. That's about a 32% drop. If it does continue lower, 786 might work out, maybe the 886. We have to wait and see. We'll do our TA as we go. So, Hyperliquid looking pretty darn solid to the downside. Just waiting to see where the bounce takes me. You shorting BTC, Damien? Just lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute. It might actually be a good time. Just might be a good time. All right. That is hype. Also, we're going to take a minute here. We're going to shout out Meet Damien. So we're going to take 1 second here. We are still dishing out the shout outs. So Meet Damien over here. He goes live. He does great videos. He drops information. You guys should all check him out. He's at 350 subscribers. I feel like if we all band together, we can get him at least 10 more subscribers. At least. Trying to get this man monetized. Let's go, guys. Anyways, if you want great TA at a different time than I go live, you guys can actually get great stuff out of his channel. He also goes live on TikTok, so you guys can check him out there. Link is in his bio for YouTube. But go give him a look, give him a little touch-a-rooney on that subscribe button. I'm subscribed, I consume his content. You can see these red bars down here. Yeah, I watched all that shit. I started re-watching his Fibonacci tool thing yesterday. But full watch-throughs. We watch the content here. We watch it. Anyways. So, moving on from hype, we have BCH. BCH, the one that pooped on me the other day. Son of a... I was looking for that 11% downside yesterday. It sprung up, stopped me out in the worst type of way to just sell off. Ugh! The humanity. It's terrible. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose a lot more than you win. But it is what it is. That sucks! I really did think it was going to fall yesterday. Fell today. Damn it, I was early. I came a little too early. Luckily, she still sat around with me. BCH flipping Sui is wild. Yeah, because it's a test net. That's all it is. It's a test net. Needless to say, Bitcoin Cash, we hit the golden retrace. That's 618. We got a little above it. Slightly above this wick high. That destroyed me. That actually destroyed my trade. I was like, I got the perfect entry. wicked above it, got rid of everyone, and then it died. These market makers are out for blood, people. They're out for blood. Be ready for that. But yeah, I'm looking for a back test at $430. We could see another 7.9% move to the downside. If we lose that, we have another level at 372. So we'll see what Bitcoin Cash does. Still looking for the pullbacks. Even though you're resetting pretty quickly, I'm looking for pullbacks. Major pullbacks. All right, Sui. This is why Bitcoin Cash beat out Sui. This is why. Right here. Because Sui has been dying. Did not hold on to any support. Just kept falling. So we're still looking at 234.11 as a support. That is really what we're looking at. Outside of that, I mean, maybe you're going to find resistance at 298.36. You pop up there, find some resistance, and fall right back down. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. In log, that sell-off happened hard after hitting a macro downtrend from 2017. Really? Damn. I should have looked at log. See, that's another thing I got to get used to. While the stock market is open, look at the logarithmic chart. Oh, man. You know what? I failed on that one. We're out here learning still. But I'm going to be the best, damn it. I'm going to be Ash Ketchum. I'm going to catch all the trades. I'm going to catch them all. Oh, you're never going to catch them all. So, yeah. They love log? I guess so. Over 100,000 online retailers at 10K physical stores use BCH for payments, according to Grok. What the? What? Really? That seems like a crazy stat. Wow. That's what? Really? Wow. That's wild. I would have never expected that. All right, let's get into your guys' requests, and then let's see if we can find a trade. Wow, C, just running. You do have resistance at 23.15. 4 hour, you just retook your 200 simple. Let's check your daily. Okay, all right. I got too much noise on the chart. Hold on. We're gonna do things all proper like. So let's check the weekly real quick, because it is on a tear to the upside. Let's find out what resistances are going to play the biggest factor here. So right now, we are running into one literally right now. Cool. 23.30 is going to be a major resistance. Then we also hits a pocket. I don't think you're breaking above that pocket, man. I don't think C is breaking above that pocket. Just a thought, not saying it's written in stone. Not saying it. But also we have a downtrend here. We have a higher low as well. Do we have bullish divergence to go with it? Do we have the full snack? Holy shit, we do? Wait, what? We have bullish divergence on C token and a higher low? Maybe I spoke too soon. Meet Damien. Is shorting BTC. Rich, you called it. In BCH's defense, transactions are way smoother on it than standard BTC. That's fair. Until the Lightning Network picks up, I could see that. That'll be the next level of interest at 35 cents. Well, since I am in a long, hope you lose, Damien. That's pretty funny. All right, checking out the daily. Also depends. If Damien's just doing a day trade and he's in it for like a couple points, it's not really that big a deal, guys. Trend is your friend till it isn't. That's so true. See, migrated off Cosmos, which I found odd. Seems like a panic move, but we'll see. They went all in on Ethereum. Oh, that's a smart move, actually, because Ethereum network is getting billions of dollars poured into it right now, so it makes a lot of sense. On the Cosmos network, Atom isn't doing a damn thing. it's doing nothing. On your daily, you have plenty of room to the upside. I would be looking for resistance at 23.30 or 25.19. You do have this downtrending 200 simple that since you lost it and backtested it once, you have not seen it again. So I would think C could have an opportunity at testing this 26.65, and it wouldn't be weird otherwise. Checking out the 4-hour time frame, you just recently took that 200 simple. Area in which I would love to see it backtest as support would be this right here at 20.39. So you did break above it. If you can come down, touch it, and then get a nice little run to the upside, that would be great. Looking at your 1 hour, 1 hour is trying to just keep on pushing, which I don't like it when it gets overheated like that. However, this pullback, I believe, was big enough. It was big enough. You got the 50% retrace and you're pushing, you're looking for 24.61 to the upside. But right now, for C, I could see anywhere between a 10 to a possible 13% move to the upside. This could happen overnight, could happen over the course of the entire weekend. We're going to see what happens. Today's drop was caused by what they call a triple witching event, where $6.8 trillion in options contracts across the markets expired all at the same time at once. Damn! That's crazy. I didn't realize that. But that's cool. That's a lot. Yeah, Cosmos is effectively the PayPal of ecosystems. It's widely bullish by any stretch. Not widely bullish by any stretch. Yeah, Cosmos did a great job of providing an area for coins to get built on, and they had no idea how to monetize themselves. It's the typical Robin Hood effect. They're like, we're going to steal from the rich, give to the poor. Now we're poor. That's really what happened. So yeah, C token looking pretty solid to the upside. And once again, if we can come back down to 2039, get a nice little strong back test, start running to the upside again, I would love this trade. I would love this setup. We're going to see what it does. Now, moving on from here, we got Zen. Checking out Zen. Also, for those of you in the chat who are requesting and you're wondering, why am I checking out these tokens before, and they were asked after me, I have a hierarchy for these requests. So, if you are a member, if you're a tier 1 member, you're a $5 member, you guys are getting your requests jumped ahead of all of the non-member people asking. And then if you're a tier 2, which I think is like $7 or $8, then you can jump ahead of all the tier 1s. If you're a tier 3, $10 a month, I know I'm charging a lot, then you get priority over everybody else. However, if you donate over $10, you jump ahead of the line. Period. Dot. Then you guys can go into a bidding war for when yours gets looked at. I do recommend, if you are trying to get a trade for a day trade, the donation's probably the best idea, and tell me you're trying to day trade it. Then I can give you my opinions on what I personally would do, but I would never give you financial advice. Shot. Thank you, sir. Shot. I don't know what you mean. Atom 2.0 imploding set them back years. That's for sure. Wow. And in the middle of the bear market, that's terrible. I had no idea. Alrighty. So, right now, Zen, we have lost our uptrend and we are diving. Sheesh. Diving down. Let's go out to our daily real quick. Let's see what levels we have to work. Oh, you're just back in your zone? See at $6.39. You should not have lost that 851. If you broke a butt, you should not have lost it. However, there is a level that could be acting as support, I guess. So, you lost this level as well. That was acting as a support. You just broke through it like butter. Maybe you get caught up on 719. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. I don't know what to tell you for Zen, honestly. I would like it a lot better at 639 to 529 because you lost 851. Great area for accumulation, terrible for a trade. Just terrible for a trade. If you end up making a lower low, it's really unfortunate. Maybe it's setting up for the higher low over here. Maybe. We're going to have to wait and see. So 719 is the target right now. If you break it, 639 is your next target. And Zen, just oof. Let's check out your weekly real quick because this is a gym request. So checking out the weekly, great area for accumulation. That's all I really got for you. Could you see lower prices? Of course you could because of this right here. But if you do see lower prices, I kind of feel like at this point it would be a fake out to the downside, getting you to 357, and then it would just pop right back up. That's a feeling. I don't know for certain, but as of right now, yeah, it's like you made a high, lower high in that wonderful little zone where you would take shorts, and now you're getting a continuation to the downside. You very well could see this price get down to 357. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully you find support. Hopefully you do. If you do find support, well, probably going to go up and test 1393 at some point in time in 2026. Maybe. We'll see. Seems really range bound though. Moving on from Zen. Adam. So, speaking of Adam, let's go into Adam. Adam's doing absolutely nothing. That's phenomenal. I'm going to tell you, you don't want to lose this level. You really don't. You don't want to lose that level. So if Adam can maintain that level, great. Otherwise, $2.12. More than likely coming. The downtrend on this thing is, whew, it's rough. I would only focus in on this right here. Willy Wonka 43. Thank you so much for the follow over there on Twitch. I know it takes you about 10 minutes to be able to talk, but I look forward to hearing from you. I should probably lift that restriction on Twitch. Hold on. I'm going to do that right now. I don't want the 10 minutes. Fucking 0. There we go. I lifted the 10-minute restriction. You are following. You can talk. YouTube's different. We got a lot of poop heads in YouTube. Yay! What's up, Willy Wonka? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we get all of like 0 viewers over there on Twitch. So you know what? Yeah, we're gonna let some things fly a little bit over there for now, until we get a bigger move. Rejecting the 50 on the weekly is a bad look, brother. It is really bad. It's really bad. And you're getting a resurgence to the downside here on your 200 for the daily. Ugh. Gross. YouTube is wild. YouTube is really wild, honestly. I didn't know that before, but man, you get some interesting folks in here from time to time. Luckily, we don't get too many of those because I do roast the audience every once in a while, so there's that. It's a hard one. I can't really tell how far it's going to go down. You didn't even backtest this level. Oh, you backtested the range. Oh, there you go. There we go. We have a measured. Yes. 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 We got a measured. You're looking for 345. Let's go, baby. That took a while. I'm sorry. That took a while. Do I just cut it off? No. No. Acceleration? Oh, God. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my Lord. So, Adam right now, I could see it taking another 12% to the pooper. Could be going down. C was a great trade 2023. Bought at 8 cents, sold at 90. Let's go, Celinda! Racking up those gains. Love it. If it heads to those lower targets, I'm scooping for the yield. Still have some cash left over from the CSCO dividend. Nice. 20% APR is juicy, bro. Wow. That's a lot. That is a big dividend. What? Hold on, I'm gonna write this down. I'm starting to think about collecting high dividend yielding stocks. So 20% div? Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking into that a lot more because my kids are probably going to want to go to college, and I don't think I'm going to have to pay for it because they should be athletic, but kind of got to make sure. You invest in stocks or only trade? I only invest in stocks. I don't really trade the stocks yet. I need to get more comfortable with it, but when it comes to crypto, I do both. I invest and I trade. I've been doing a lot more day trading lately, but I do both. I see some moving average supports for BTC at 101K and 99K. That's my take. Profit on your short on BTC. Makes sense. I'm looking for 99K for BTC. The 20% APR is for Adam. Sorry. Son of a bit. Okay. All right. It's for Adam. Got it. Anything with 20% will be the next bankruptcy. Wow. That's terrible. I don't get crypto. Like the hype around it. Crypto is all hype. So it is just a momentum driven asset. Well, we mainly look at crypto here because it moves way faster. But if you can catch the momentum, so literally you just follow a trend. It's very simple. If you see something that pops up like crazy for a long period of time, it's probably going to go down like crazy for a long period of time. So like Atom here, we had beautiful moves to the upside, and then it went down for a very long period of time, and it's still falling until people are interested in it, which is probably going to be between this 372 and 212 level. And then now you're going to have to worry about, did people see it? Are they noticing it? I'm not even expecting this to start moving to the upside until around September. So accumulation zone is almost here. I would actually be considering accumulating Atom between 375 and 212. And then on the upside move, we're just looking for this level here, 17.2. It's currently trading at $3. So that's how you usually play the crypto space. It's just really volatile. And if the momentum's not there, it ain't moving. 8-hour, 12-hour time frame? Long time. Yeah, guaranteed they will not be here for long paying that high. Oh, boy. Not meant to? That's fair. Alright. Moving on to the next one. NKN. So NKN, let's see what we got. NKN, still bleeding out. It's hanging out inside of its little box, though. And you're broken out again. Sweet. Will the box hold this time? Will we test 175? We're going to find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. You are set up very nicely for downside, though, on the daily. You're still set up nicely for downside because of where you popped up to. You even almost hit the 618 on the second pop-up. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for the 0175 level. You had an uptrend. You broke it. You couldn't bearish backtest it. NKN just looks like it's bleeding out. So at this point in time, we're just looking for the 886 retracement. That's where all the value is. So if we are looking for that 886, we are going to do this right here. Boom. So you're almost at the 886. You are almost where people might consider jumping in. You have broken below the 786 and utilized it as resistance. So 2-1 to 175. These are my targets. How long you been doing this? I think it's like 6 years, maybe 7 years. It's been a little while. Oh gosh. Now I gotta realize we got a Twitch viewer in here. Twitch is used to seeing people respond quickly. I know it's been long awaited. We're finally getting to H-bar. Oh boy. We hit the target. Well, congratulations anybody who took that trade. We hit the target at 14,141. Sweet. What's next? Whoops. Oh well. Get rid of everything. Get rid of it all. What is next? You are currently sitting on top of a level that could be acting as support. You are right there. Woohoo! We're there. H-bar. Now understand my thought process on H-bar. Wow, we actually got a back test? H-bar built different. H-bar built different. Likely to test these levels again. Especially this one right here. You can see how it was support. Tried to touch it as resistance, then you flew straight through it. So, I'm not even joking when I say this. My target for H-bar is 6503. I just don't know how long it's going to take to get there. I really don't. It looks like we're going to get some resolution sometime soon. But, as of right now, if we continue to the downside, oh, that 200's looking real sauced up. Ready to just come crashing down on you. Like that song, Rain Down on Me, you know? Sir, y'all can request any crypto or stock for Porky to do TA on. He is taking requests from YouTube all night. That's true, I am. Thank you for that nap time over here on Pumpkin. Thank you for that. Do appreciate it. I don't know how long ago you posted that, but yeah, everybody on Pumpkin, if you have a request, feel free, jump in there. Ask. No! Any options on any opinions on Israel and Iran? Possible effects on crypto? Honestly, I don't think it should affect crypto at all, but that's just my personal opinion. When it comes to them fighting, they've been fighting since Jesus. I don't see why it matters. Personal opinion. Don't see why it matters. They've been fighting forever. They have not stopped fighting. And now all of a sudden we care? Makes no damn sense. People are like, but human rights. They've been fighting since Jesus. They don't care. And if they don't care, why would I? Honestly, I really don't think it should affect crypto in the least. Because last I checked, Israel and Iran, they're not really heavy in the crypto space. So I don't think it matters. Will Wall Street have a reason to start selling? Of course they will. Well, whatever. I don't think it's affecting crypto. Oh, sadly it is. Because crypto, yes, it's looked at as a hedge against inflation. The problem is we have no inflation. So then what is it? Oh, is it a store of value? Wall Street's trying to figure that out. Like, great. So, yeah. Crypto is being affected in a very weird way right now. It's like this speculative new thing that Wall Street's trying to, I guess, battle test and see what it does. I don't know. Then you have MicroStrategy on the other hand, and they're like, we're just buying indiscriminately. Because Michael Saylor has never made poor decisions with over-investing into things. .com bubble. Oh, Jesus. Couldn't affect Asia since China gets a ridiculous amount of oil from Iran. I guess that would affect oil prices. Yeah, I don't see why it should affect crypto, honestly. I can't see why, but it's the rich people who care. I am not one of them. I am one of the peasants. We're still maintaining this downtrend? Wow. It looks like we're about to get a little resolution on this downtrend here. I would be looking for a move to the upside, possibly backtesting this 15,718 level. However, if we could get that nice golden retrace, if somehow, some way, we got a nice bounce over the weekend, we got H-bar to finally catch some bids, I'd be looking for H-bar to get back up to this 50% retrace, a 12% move to the upside, testing this supply line, and then getting a nice move to the downside to 11.42. That's what I would be looking at. Crypto bypasses ACH transfer times. What uses to take a day now takes seconds. Fair. I have seen inflation in rental car prices. Currently renting my cars out for $100 a day, and they stay rented. Really? There is rental car inflation? That is wild and crazy. People are still renting cars. Huh. Wouldn't expect that. Appreciate it, man. No problem. I'm looking for a little bit of upside this weekend. It doesn't have to happen. It still could go down because of this right here. If we maintain this downtrend, I'm only looking for 12,146 to play out. So I don't know if you're day trading. I don't know if you're long-term holding, looking to buy in. I don't know what you're doing. Just this is the way I am interpreting this chart, and I'm thinking next level, 12,146, likely to get tested. Major rental companies tipped buying new cars because of tariffs and caused prices to go up in rental cars. Wow. So they started buying ahead. So they front ran tariffs and then it started increasing demand. Oh, wow. Crazy. The value of your vehicle might depreciate, but your ability to rent it will go up. Beautiful. What? Yeah. I'll just long-term pick one when I can hold. Oh, gotcha. Well, if you're looking for long-term holding, you're going to need a higher high than this high at 22,786, or you're going to need to come down to 65.03. That's the long and the short of it. If you're not breaking this high currently to make a higher high and a continuation to the upside, you are looking for lower prices just because that is where the value's at. Down here. Not up here. Down here. You've been bleeding out this entire time. It's been really bad. Alright. Let's get into Pepe. I know, long awaited, but we're looking at Pepe. Long awaited. I rent a car whenever I visit family in Tennessee. The price is kind of like gas. It doesn't really matter. You just pay it. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Yeah, I really could see that. That makes sense. All right. Looking at Pepe. Let's go to the daily here. Is Pepe going to flop? Pepe avoiding a golden cross? No! It was so close to glory. Now it just looks like a bearish backtest of the 200. No! We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. We really don't want to see that. We have this little pocket here that could hold Pepe's price up. We have this beautiful pocket here. It is a cute and sexy pocket. This pocket goes the distance. We could get a wick to the downside, though. So, SHIB. We'll check out some SHIB. I got you covered on the SHIB. SHIB train. SHIB life. Alright, so right now, Pepe has lost a level that was acting as a support back here. You can see it right there on the chart. You can see that shit. See how it's not support anymore? It's now resistance. Do you see it? I hope you see it. Anyways, I'll make it a little more clear for those in the back in the cheap seats. There you go. Support resistance. Get above this, and then I'll stop talking trash. If you can't get above it, too bad. Trash talk will continue. Pepe. Going down. Going down. Hunkering down for the summer. Maybe it's just at the beach. Who knows? No! Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. So your daily actually looks good for a move to the upside, but you are not oversold. You do not have bullish divergence. It's not fantastic. What you do have is the opportunity of hidden bullish divergence. Opportunity. Opportunity. I'm not saying it's here. I'm just saying it's an opportunity. So you can see this downtrending level right there. See this uptrending right there. All right. I'm sorry. I'm going to take all the wind out of your sails here. So we're going to bring in this tool. We're going to bring in the uptrend. And here's your uptrend. Oh, shit. Jim dropping the $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. SPX USM2. 3 month and day. What the hell? Okay, we'll do that. SPX USM2. 3 month and 1 month. Interesting. The last 2 weeks, every time I start planning an entry for Pepe, my lizard brain kicks in and I hold off, only to find it drop like a rock minutes later. That is tough. So yeah, taking the wind out of your guys' sails, we had a beautiful uptrend, we broke the uptrend, and we have bearishly backtested it. Not a good look. Trust your lizard brain. Trust it. What's up, Porky? Hope you've been well. Just joined. Did you already do Soul? I did do Soul already. We can loop back around to it if you want. We're looking for downside targets. Around 112, 115. But if you want, we can check it out. Is the relative amount of the M2 in the stock market using the SPX as for the left. Oh, really? From the left. Who would have thought? Pakistan is... Pakistan has nominated Trump for the 2026 Nobel Peace Prize for his help with ending conflict with India. That should get fantastic response from the left. No, the left gonna hate that. The left gonna hate that. The left is gonna hate that. We have beautiful bullish divergence on Pepe on the 4 hour. We're waiting for a higher low. If we can get a higher low, absolutely fantastic. The downtrend that I would be looking for us to either hold or break is this one right here. So we are going to wait and see what happens. Remember, I am still in the bullish camp for a recovery weekend. I just don't think the recovery is going to be as strong as most people think. So anyways, getting to the 1 hour time frame here for Pepe. High stochastic already. Already looking to poop the bed and go down. If we can get a higher low, great. However, on the low time frames, the day traders, I believe Asia's awake right now. We could see this thing drop on down to 881. 881 would be the target based off the 1 hour. 15 minute probably argues with that. The 5 minute probably argues with that. But either way, a 12% drop is a possibility. So keep your eyes on that. If it does pop to the upside, if it goes to the upside, we're going to be looking for a test of this supply line up here. 14% upside is the possibility to the upside. I'm kind of leaning to the downside because you already fell through a level. You hit it once, twice, 3 times, sold off. Kind of making me think that's going to be major resistance, and we're going to see another 12% downside. So my opinion is we might go 12% to the downside. What I would be focusing in on right now for this trade is a 15-minute time frame, and if we break the uptrend. If we break this uptrend, I'm going to look at it as a bear flag real freaking quick. And if we break it, I'm riding this thing down, baby. I'm riding it more than a fun time in Vegas. That's what I'm doing. So. all Pepe needs to do. Don't break the downtrend. Don't do it. However, what I'm seeing on the 15, you lost your 200, looking a lot like a bearish backtest to me. If Bitcoin decides to go up, great. If not, Trump is literally Hitler in their eyes. True statement. True statement. Alrighty. Next up, we have SPXUSM2. Wait. /USM2. Alright. Says it will autofill. We'll just hit enter. Find better. Wait. What? I have to upgrade to see that? Oh, boy. No, I don't. It's right here. We're good. Alright. Checking out the... You said 3 month? That's a 3 month. Looking at the 3... Wow. Wow. So the SPX is taking up all of the M2 money supply? Is that what I'm seeing here? Holy moly. You had this level of resistance that you broke straight through. You tried to backtest. They couldn't even push it down low enough. Sheesh. Now we have this level of resistance right here. We are stuck in a range. Why is there no price? I think you said the monthly? Yeah, this looks really strong. It's crazy. It could continue going up. It uses the S&P 500 as an anchor for judging how much of the M2 is going into the market. Wow. So the M2 is just pumping the market right now. We could see another 32% pumped into the market. M2 should be just pumping straight in there. That's crazy. That's crazy. Crazy. I like that. Like it a lot. All right, no chatters here on the vibe. Wow, Ethereum taking a little dump-a-rooney here on the 1 minute. I do need to enter into a trade though. All right, let's check out SHIB next. SHIB next. The Shiba of Inu has lost a level. Ugh. Yikes. That's not a level you want to lose. Oh man, that is not a level you want to lose. Because now you have very sparse support below you. Oh no. If SHIB keeps on coming down, we're looking at 937 as the next level of interest. That's tough. That is tough right there. Or 933. You're just losing all levels. Let's hope that you catch a bounce here. Let's hope that you catch a bounce. Just get a higher low, please. Please! SHIB, say it ain't so. All of your value for SHIB is down here between 796 and 628. That is all of your value for SHIB. If we go back down in there, great place to buy. Because, you know, eventually it could go up. But we knew it was deep, dark, and terrible when we saw this. We could be stuck in this down-sloping trend for SHIB all the way out until July of 2026. So if you're long-term holding SHIB, enjoy the wait. Check out the 1 hour. Is there any hope for the short term? Not much. You keep making lower lows. You do have some weird form of triple bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Yeah, very weird form of triple bullish divergence on the 1 hour. I just don't think the market cares. They're selling off right now. I just like dang, SHIB out here trying. And they're just not doing anything. Gosh darn shame. Golly gosh darn shame. SHIB has not made a high enough retracement, in my opinion, for it to be like, let's go short. But it's getting there. It's getting there. If you lose this uptrend here, we're going to be looking for about a 6% move to the downside from where it's currently sitting right now. If we retrace to the upside, we're going to have a lot of resistance at this level at 1230. A lot of resistance up there. Could be a formal back testing. 8% possible upside. There's your hopium. That's all I got for you for hopium. 8%. Outside of that, I think we're going down. If we break the downtrend, I will get a lot more bullish. Until we break that downtrend, I'm bearish. Big old bear. Such a bear, the girls would choose me. Yeah, my wife did. Still don't know why she made that mistake. REO! Let's go into REO, Aerodrome Finance. I never got confirmation if you wanted me to go back on Sol or not. Yo, what's up, Chewy? How you doing? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. So Aerodrome Finance, I'm still looking for more downside. Anybody who was in the Discord members area, if you decided to take that trade, I know I took profit. You didn't have to. You'd still be in the trade. You're still looking for 782. Still looking for it. Pretty good storm today, but the house and fam are good and sleeping now. You had a storm today? Jeez. We had like 70 degrees and sunny. I think it was 70. I don't know. I didn't actually go outside for that long period of time during the day. I went outside in the evening when it started cooling down. I'm glad you guys are doing well, though. That's good. Maintaining this downtrend. That's wild. Wow, yeah, high winds for about 15-20 minutes. Thankfully, no hail. That's a thing? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go out to the daily here. For Aerodrome, and why I was calling for a bit of a pullback. If you look at your stochastic, you're flatlining at the top. You're hanging out in the bullish control zone. You just barely got above that 200. What's a likely possibility? Coming down to the 50, getting a bullish backtest, and running to the upside. It's a likely possibility. But let's get rid of all the lines real quick. Let's just look at this objectively, what levels we could bounce off of. So right now we could find a bit of support at the 782 level. You could find support at the 711 level. This is the area in which I would be most interested in if you're going to continue to the upside or fall down a lot. And then, of course, right below that, you have 59 cents. So these are all the levels that I'm focused in on when it comes to Aerodrome. Getting a pullback makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. 4-hour time frame, breaking into that bearish control zone, but you already have very low stochastics, and you're about to test the 50 simple moving average. It's looking like 782 is going to be major support. Really is looking like it. You're still waiting for a lower high with all this crazy bearish divergence, so getting a bounce to the upside also makes sense. I would be looking for, if we do test this level, getting a move back up to 89.4 and then possibly rolling over. That is my idea of Aerodrome right now. I think it just wants to consolidate a little bit. Just my thought. You guys tell me yours. Wow. Currently testing an uptrend, though. Currently testing an uptrend. We'll see if it holds. We'll see if it holds. So it looks interesting. Looks really interesting. That's what I got for you. I think you're going to test 782. I think you're going to test it. Thank you once again, Jim, for that $2 super chat. I do really appreciate you. Being a member and donating, that's just extra, bro. That's extra. Huge shout out to you. All right, next up we have LA. I don't know what LA token is, but we're going to find out, because apparently I'm now a holder. This thing looks like dog shit. This looks like actual dog shit. Ew. I'm going to sell this thing as soon as I get back on weeks. What is this? Looks awful. There ain't no way, brother. We could see more downside? Oh, no. Oh, no. That stochastic's already high. Let's check it 1 hour. I got nothing to work off of here. There's just nothing here. All right, we have a 1 hour level to hopefully hold, which it's like the runt of the litter. You're trying to get some bacon off of a 3-pound pig right now. Okay, all right. Maybe we hold 51 to 43 cents. We fall below it. Valhalla. The abyss, the depths of the loneliest void. We're gonna be in the what is that? Belfides void or something. Starts with a B. It's in space. It's a giant area of nothing. You ever look at SXT? Newer coin? Never have looked at it. We'll check it out, Chewy. SXT. We'll check that out for you. I got you. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not very optimistic here, if you guys didn't catch on to that. Let's check the 15. 15's trying to do something. You got a high and a higher high. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa, wait a minute. I'd be shorting this. I know some of you are like, what do you mean? I would be shorting this. That's what I mean. I would be shorting it because of that. That right there. And then another thing that would have me shorting it as well would be this right here. Like, right there. Resistance, resistance, support, resistance. Why would I think we're going up? No reason to think we're going up. So I think we're going down. Weakest thing in the entire world right now. I think it's more weak than a person with polio. Anyways, 7.3, maybe 12.9% move to the downside is what I'm looking for. This thing's such a low cap and is brand new. It could just skyrocket to the moon tomorrow. I'm not even worried about it. But I'm looking right now at like 12.9% downside. That's what I think of LA. Zero thoughts on it. I think it's hot doo-doo garbage. And I'm apparently a holder right now, which I'm really mad at. I have one coin. One. Literally one, because of the daily wheel spin over there on weeks. Oh, by the way, guys, it's going to end in about 2 hours. The deposit bonus for Buy DeFi will be ending for the opportunity of making $1,000 for free. So it takes up to $5,000 in a deposit to get there, but there are other tiers. You guys can go check that out. Just hit the link in the description below. It's kind of a great deal. Free money's free money. Anyways, SXT. SXT. We hit the 31% downside. I guess I have looked at it. Oh, we didn't quite hit it. We almost got there. Almost got there. So yeah, Chewy on this one. Until we start seeing higher lows, I honestly have no thoughts about it. I don't know if it could go up. I don't know if it could go down. All I know is that you went from one downtrend to a new one. Like one to another. So you're in this downtrendingception thing. So until you can break some downtrends, get a higher high and a higher low, I'm thinking it's not even worth your time at this point to pay attention to. See if you're 4 hours doing it. Nope. You're just putting in bullish divergence, which is cool. When high or low? When bids? When does someone care? No one cares about this token yet, and it's a problem. It's a real problem. If it does get some type of retracement, though, we would be looking for a move up to this 85.1 area. Maybe even 896. Maybe. Would be a really good opportunity. We'll see if it does it. I have very little faith in this token. So. You're almost at your inception price at 599. What's likely to happen is it will discover how low it can go before bids start coming in. It is just a likely possibility. So yeah, wait until it bottoms out, wait until it gets a higher high, higher low, and then start making a trading setup or get an idea of levels from there. Right now, people are still figuring out how much they could sell. Get a quick recap on Sol. Quick recap. I'm thinking Sol's going to drop about 12.9%. We have been live for about an hour and 52 minutes. I believe this is about an hour and 30 minutes ago. We looked at this thing. So it already started to fall a little bit. It could bounce to the upside, but you have two downtrends to work off of. I'm thinking 143.36 is going to act as a major resistance level for now. I'm looking for downside moves for Solana. So, yeah. We got total 3. You held your GOAT trade for too long? Take your profits. Okay. Alright, so total 3 is being, I'm going to say an annoying child. Losing that 200 again is a problem. Losing the 822 billion, bigger problem. There is a nice thing that is happening, though. We are finding some type of support right now, based off of this level here, at 799 billion. If we can actually rally off of this, this could be great for our altcoins. Thanks for the TA. Keep up the good work, brother. I'm going to do my best, Dr. Oz. I'm going to do my best. Or, sorry, D. Oz. I'm going to do my best. Out here just trying to drop a little bit of alpha, calm the nerves a little bit for you guys, and maybe figure out how to make some profits. Either it be up to the upside or downside. I have an over 75% chance of having an SSN exposed due to a data breach. Let's see, based on a report conducted by Constella Intelligence Inc. in August of 2024. I'm going to ignore that. Somebody might get your social security number. Oh no. Alrighty. So if we can break out of this downtrend, that would be amazing. If we can make a higher low, that would be better. On your daily, we do not have bullish divergence, and we are not oversold. Things we got to pay attention to right there. Looking at our 4-hour time frame, we do have bullish divergence. Yes, we do have bullish divergence, waiting for that higher low. That 200 curling over on us, it's not a very good look. I do have a measured move. Hopefully this does not happen. Your bearish case right now is for total 3 to come down 10%. So that means your favorite altcoin would take a minimum of a 10% hit. The lower the market cap, the higher the hit. So understand some of the large caps are taking up the vast majority of total 3. Just keep that in mind. Positive note, if we do break above this downtrend, which could happen sometime around July 19th, we could see a 40% move to the upside, getting us up to $1.14 trillion. And then that would set us up for the bigger move of getting us to $1.52 trillion based off this previous move back here. So we're in a wait and see type situation. So I would expect lower cap alts to either pop up like popcorn or die off into the abyss, and the larger caps to basically bleed out slowly. That's what I would be thinking. In the meantime, I'm pretty bearish. Losing that 822 billion That's a problem. $725 billion. Looks like it's coming in hot. Hopefully I'm wrong. Let's hope that I'm wrong. BTC dominance. God damn, that thing won't go down. Sheesh. Like the gosh darn Energizer Bunny. It just won't quit. Damn. We are back above 63.8%. We are at 65%. To get up to our 886, it would be a 69.83%. Our 786 is a 66%. It is looking like we are pushing our way up to that 66%, possibly even 67.98%. That's insane. I thought the rising wedge would matter. Nope, not with the stock market around. Rising wedges are just opportunities to screw the shorts. Sheesh! Anyways. It looks like it's repeating what it did back here. Hard pullback, push up, higher low, gone. Hard pullback, push up, higher low. Now it's starting to move up again. This would coincide with a dump also. If Bitcoin starts dumping, you're going to see this dominance skyrocket. Because the alts are going to get devastated. So, yeah. I think leaning toward the bearish side for the altcoins is kind of the way to go. At this moment. Tomorrow's a new day. Could be different. Don't shoot the messenger, alright? Don't shoot the messenger. Anyways, let's check in on the pumpkin people. Pumpkin peeps, how we doing? Pumpkin people. Alright, anyways, we are going to jump into a trade. That's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into a trade. We're going to see what's going on out there. I'm going to trade something that I can put some leverage on. So let's check out Bitcoin. See if it's set up for a trade right now. It's probably going to be a little quiet. Not going to lie. Probably going to be a little quiet. Whoa. Bitcoin did something bad. Bitcoin did something really bad. Going on the 15. Oh, Bitcoin. You're not supposed to do that. Maybe it's going to hold some support, but Bitcoin's not supposed to do that. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Got a high and a lower high. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Oh, boy. Here's a downtrend that we got to maintain. Shorting Bitcoin seems like the play right now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Which also means I should probably get into a Pepe short. Anyways, damn, this is not a drill. It's not a drill. We are looking for the shorting, and we are looking for 100,939. What's up? Yeah.
When you can talk to me about headsets, wireless, plug-in.
For who?
Down.
Oh, okay. Just go on Amazon. Look up.
Well, I know that, but I don't know what works best with that.
Oh, just get a wired.
Down a cord.
Just get a wired one.
Okay.
It's cheaper. Yeah. We have an adapter that he can use, so yeah. Just look into buying new batteries for him too. Rechargeable batteries.
For what? For the
controller. All right, so for Bitcoin here, I think we're gonna jump in this trade. We're gonna take the leap of faith. 2%? Over 2%. Gah. I held my gold trade too long. Got it. Thanks, love TA. Keep us good work. Okay, got it. All right. Why did that pop up so late? Weird. Anyways, Bitcoin trade setup currently has been formed. Let's check the 5-minute. On our 5-minute, what do we got here? Looking good. The fact that we have a lower high, we have a great stop loss area. This looks pretty good. No chance. Shorten the hell out of this thing. I don't know what we're talking about. Wait, what's the leverage I can put on Pepe? K Pepe. 10x? Not enough. Not enough. It might be enough. Hold on. Let's check Pepe real quick. Hold on a minute. Oh, we're losing it. All right. We're losing it on Pepe. What? So we're looking at 2% downside. That's possible of 100% gain. 120% gain. We're taking the Pepe trade, baby. We're taking Pepe. All right. Pepe it is. Pepe it is. We are taking the Peps short. What is this cross thing? We don't cross trade around here. We go 10x. We go isolated all the time. Isolate it. By the way, guys, I'm using Pumpkin for the trade right now. This whole entire platform is integrated into Hyperliquid, the decentralized exchange. Therefore, you do not need KYC. You do not need any VPN. You don't need anything to utilize this platform. And the best part is, if you do watch the live streams over here, you hang out and you watch, and then say you copy a trade, you get these things called pumpkin seeds. These pumpkin seeds are later on going to be redeemable for the platform's token. It's free money for watching and trading. Sign me up. That's what I say. The link is in the pinned comment over here on YouTube. If you guys are interested, join me over here. Drop a follow on Pumpkin. I'm going to be going live way more often. Way more often. All right, so currently we are in a Pepe trade. Let's get our stop loss set. So we are at a 10x short. Currently, I would like the price to stay below this level here at 102. 102. That's what I wanted to stay below. So 0.0102. There we go. We got our stop loss. Now let's go ahead and grab our profit taking. Profit taking level is going to be a 881. That's a lot of profit taking. That is, woof. 120% to the downside. Sign me the F up. 0081. There we go. 0.00. There we go. We got it. That'll be a beautiful move to the downside if we get it. We have locked in the trade. We put in the stop loss. We did all the stuff in the things. So we're going to focus in on this 1 hour time frame here. And there you go. We have made a trade for the evening right there. We will see if we get wrecked overnight. We will see if we're in the land of glory. I think we're going to be all right. I really do. We should not be losing an uptrend. Period. Dot. Plain and simple. Should not do it. Probably could raise my stop loss a little bit higher to this wick high over here at 1024. But you know what? We like to party. And I just don't feel like losing any more than that. Now noted, another thing you guys might want to do if you are afraid to jump into this trade, wait for some confirmation. Now the thing I notice here on the 15 minute is 15 minute, we have this level that was acting as a support before. It is now acting as a resistance with a lower high. On a low time frame, that during the normal stock hours, I'm going short, baby. That's all I need. A resistance, a lower high, send it. Going down. And it plays out extremely often. Extremely often. It's weird. But let's effing go. For those of you who are more scared of the stop loss, you could put a stop loss right above this wick, because technically speaking, the price should not be able to clear it. Technically speaking, should not be able to clear it. I'm not saying this is a 100% winning trade. I am personally just making a trade. If you decide to take this trade also, it is at your own risk. It is at your own prerogative, your own thought process, all of that. So, Rich, great, going long now. Probably a smart move. Counter trade me all the way, baby. Counter trade me. Do it. Would suck to watch it drop. But yeah, if we go back over to Bitcoin here, this was a very distinct fall. Bitcoin could rally its way back up, hitting this 103,639 and then fall over. So I'm still thinking that 2.3% downside move based off the 15-minute is a possibility here. That lower high is the yikes. You do have support sitting down here too. 103.95. We will see. There is just a little volume. It's hard for me to get into a trade. Weird shit happens. You're right. Weird stuff does happen. Weird stuff does happen. I'm okay with the low volume and stuff because trends shouldn't break. Yo, what's up, Peter? How you doing? I guess we're going to be looking at CTX. Called it. Called it. Let's see if we get burned on this Pepe trade or not. We'll hear the alert. It's fine. I don't know if we're going to get burned or not, but we'll see. We will see. Currently down 2% on the trade. Oh no. We'll see. Alrighty. I have a question. Why does the price go up and all of a sudden down so quick? Usually it's leverage. I don't know if you can leverage trade this thing, but if you can leverage trade it, somebody was pushing the price up. They had longs in place, and then they took profit on the longs. It creates sell pressure. So, yeah, if there's someone manipulating it, they could be putting in some longs as they push the price up. They take profit on their long leveraged position, and then they sell it off. And they more than likely put in a short. But if they do that multiple times, that's usually why that happens. Also, there is a huge lack of liquidity on this token, so not many people are trading it to stop it from doing that. So anyways, checking out the daily time frame here. Giant indecision candle, but the body did close lower. We're still looking for $1.20. Still looking for that downside move to $1.20. Till we get there, there's not much else to think about outside of you very well could find yourself at 7863. Noted, on the daily, you're desperately trying hard right now to maintain some support, and the support level is right here. Literally, you're sitting on top of it. You don't want to lose it. If you do lose it, though, 120 is the least of your worries. You're probably going to fall below it, bearishly backtest, and then find yourself at 7863, where a lot more value is down here. Considering you only touched this level once, this would look like a confirmation of lows if you get down there again. So, yeah, this is looking a little rough out here. I do like that you're getting into that oversold territory while touching support. This is a good sign that it has a stronger opportunity of holding. Checking out your 4-hour time frame, tons of bullish divergence. It's just every single time you get bought, you get faded to the downside. Massive bullish engulfing candle on the previous 4-hour candle. Now I guess they're finding out, is it going to hold or not? Looking at your 1 hour, 1 hour is breaking into that bullish control zone. I would wait for the stochastic to come down before I have any confidence that it's actually going up. To me right now, this is looking like bearish backtests on the 200 simple moving average. It's not looking very strong to me. Not looking very strong. So I guess we're going to see what happens with this one, but I'm still aiming at the exact same target as before, $1.20, 119. But yeah, the reason for the wicks, lack of liquidity. When not many people are trading the asset, you will see things like this because there's someone out there that figured out they could manipulate the price. So yeah, that's what we're seeing. All right, let's get back into Pepe. Pepe is kind of fluctuating right now, trying his best not to suck. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. I think it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be awful, man. Awful. It's a weird spot, I'll be honest. I probably would have preferred it up here at the 1031 level. Would have really preferred it up there. It could still go up there. You made a higher high? Damn. damn it. I probably was wrong for going short. Now that I'm looking at it again, you have a high, higher high, trend is to the upside. You're still maintaining this level right here at 1. I probably made a poor decision. Lucky for me, there's still more resistance overhead. Lucky for me. It's all luck out here. It's all luck, especially in the weekend. It's all luck. So, as long as we stay below that 1013 level, I'm still in the clear, but it can still go up in there. Oh, boy. How great would it be if it dumped all night and rallied all day tomorrow? That'd be amazing. Currently, we are down 2% on the trade. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Bitcoin needs to help us. Let's check out Ethereum also. What's Ethereum doing? Ethereum's trying to look bullish, though. It's trying really hard to look bullish. Mentioned it before. Ethereum could push its way up. This 200 on the 5-minute is really having me worried that it's not going to happen. You also have consecutive lower highs. It's going to need to break that. Bitcoin's catching some bids. Oh no. My short, probably not looking good anymore. Looking real bad. Alright, are we going to get scared out of the trade, chat? Are we going to get scared? How much percentage to the upside is it? Oh, I couldn't give two shits. Possibility of losing 18%? Pfft. Don't care. Oh man, I didn't realize how tight that stop loss was. Pepe, playing with our hearts. We were broken down, now we're not. So essentially, chat, if we break to the upside and we break this level, probably a really good idea to get out of your trade because it's likely to just keep on running. If we break below this level right here, if we break below it and we bearishly backtest it, move your stop loss into profit. And then just let it ride. If you get stopped out to the upside, oh well, at least you're in profit. That's the way I like to play this. If we get a move below this previous resistance, act as resistance again, then that means where your stop loss is up here will not get touched. So yeah, this is how I play it throughout the day. Whenever the stock market's open, remember, stock market closed over the weekend. Price action is a bit different. It's a little more wonky, where you can play the trend lines a bit better. You can also play the moving averages a bit better. And needless to say, if you're on the 1 hour time frame and you're anywhere close to that 200 simple, whether you're testing it as support or resistance, it's likely that trend continues. It's not set in stone. It's just a likely possibility. Okay? So that's the methods that I like to use whenever I'm looking for trend or even a reverse of trend. But of course, if you break above that 200, then oh boy, we're going up in a big way. But if you don't, we're going down. Going down in the worst type of way. Oh, I needed the 15-minute. Yeah, we got the 15-minute candle close to the downside. Are they faking us out right now? Jerks. Jerks. We faked us out. They got us. Oh boy. We're getting nervous on the trade. We're getting nervous, chat. Oh no. I'm down 4%. Ah. We're gonna die. Wait, what's Bitcoin doing? Oh shit. Bitcoin coming in for another test. Oh no. Bitcoin's gonna ruin me. BTC cleared the 200 on the 1 minute. No. No, it didn't. Propaganda. Propaganda. Lies. Blasphemy. Bitcoin could rally all the way up here. It's because Rich went long. You think the trading gods are in Rich's favor right now? Is that your thought? I will say, Bitcoin on the 1 minute does not look that strong. It really doesn't. So, what I'm noticing is this level here was a support. It could be acting as a resistance with the 200 sitting right there. And you're getting overbought on the 1 hour. We're going to be looking for higher lows here. Check DMs. What chart are you looking at? Because looking at Binance, I don't think you realize Binance is king on the weekends. Binance is king. Coinbase taking a back seat because Wall Street's not here. Wall Street ain't here. Binance is king on the weekends, man. The only ones that care about Coinbase is Wall Street. The rest of the world basically says, kick rocks. Nice LNE. I'm seeing your gains in there. Nice gains. Yeah, 200 sitting right there. Right there. And Bitcoin's having a lot of trouble pushing its way up. Sheesh. There it goes. Doing it, chat. Now we can say it broke the 200. All right. Now we're going to break that resistance here that I didn't put in the right spot. Oh, Pepe, you turd. Pepe, doing us dirty, going to the upside. Dang. It's getting us. We're getting got, chat. We're getting got. If we maintain a lower high, we're good. We already have the bearish div on the 5 minute. We already have it. But we did get a bullish cross. There's that. For the second time, you mean? For the first time. First time. For the first time. Okay. Who has more trading volume, Coinbase or Binance? Who has more trading volume? I think it's Binance. I think. I don't actually know. Let's find out. Let's find out. Grok, tell me. Mexi? What the? Bitcoin Linux. Oh, reported by Bitcoin Linux. Significantly lending exchanges like Mexi and Gate.io? What? Oh, wait. Huh? Oh, it's Binance. Okay, there it is. Binance has the highest trading volume for Bitcoin in 2025. So Binance is king, bro. Binance is king. This opposite strat is working well until it doesn't. Remember, I still have a high stop loss. So Pepe really does need to rally up past this chop over here to stop me out. But I'm okay. Make your money, man. Make yo money, man. I only have this trade in on Pumpkin. We're down 5%. Oh no. We're losing it all, chat. We're losing it all. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're not. I don't think so. I think we're going down. But we just have to wait and see. It's that 15-minute that looks so darn powerful. The 15 is giving the world hopium here. It's amazing. So once again, if you are longing this one, if we can get a 15-minute candle close above this 1007, raise that stop loss up into your profits. Raise it up. Protect the backside. Protect the backside. Just give him Porky's shit chat. He is a much better trader than I. It's okay. I can take the shit tuck. It's alright. I don't know. Anybody who actually claims to be a 100% trader, they're wrong. They are wrong. And I would never try and sell you guys that idea. I'm 100% all the time, bro. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I use extremely simple methods, in my opinion, when it comes to trading. They happen to work out slightly more often than not. But when they don't work out, oh, you pay for it. It's bad. It's really bad when that happens. I've lost plenty of money, chat. Plenty of money. So yeah, right now, if I was trading based off the 5-minute time frame, I would be raising my stop loss up probably right below this wick right here. 1004 if I was long, just in case, because I don't trust this price action. If it's going to rally, then rally. If it's not, then what are we doing? Then also the Bitcoin on the 5-minute, leaving a lot left to be desired. Still using that level that I marked out on the 1-minute as a resistance. Still using it as resistance. All we need is that stochastic on the 5-minute to want to reset. That's all we need. And then all of a sudden, Pepe, I start looking like a god. I'm just kidding. I just saw what I saw and thought it was a good time. I was ready to party. I was ready. Anyways, guys, we are entering into the paint drying portion of the stream. Therefore, we're going to wrap it up here, everybody. Hopefully this trade ends up clearing. If not, oh well, all of you in the chat, what you should have in the back of your head is a thought of Porky probably got out of the trade. I just want you to keep that thought in mind all the time, because you should never trust anything on the internet, okay? I do plan on leaving it open. but we're going to see what happens. Anyways, just have that thought in mind, then you will be a lot less disappointed in the future. Little recap. Bitcoin right now, I'm leaning bearish. So if we do pop to the upside, anywhere between 104,257, 104,805, I'm thinking it was a great area for Bitcoin to find a ton of resistance. So we're going to find out what the traders have in store. As of right now, this moment, Bitcoin's kind of really set up to get a 2.3% move to the downside, testing this $100,939. We will see if the bulls can push it up or not. Never trust Porky. Got it. Never trust anyone. Never trust anyone. If there's any type of advice we're given on this stream, it's that. But yeah. So anyways, Bitcoin, it's set up nicely for downside. We just don't know if it's going to pop to the upside first or later. We don't know. But until we break a downtrend, we stay bearish, my friends. Stay bearish. We have a lot of resistance overhead for Bitcoin. A lot of work to do, so we need some good news or something. Anyways, I'm getting on out of here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys could do me a favor, if you haven't done so, please like the stream. Maybe even subscribe to the channel if you're just watching. And anybody over on Twitch, welcome in. Hello. Thank you. Drop a follow. Maybe even do some weird stuff like Prime memberships. They're a great thing to use. Also helps out with your requests. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Deuces, everybody. Join the free Discord. And I'll catch you later. Catch you later. Later, JB. I appreciate you the most, JB. Last chatter. Beautiful. He's the last one, everybody. I'm ending it. He's the last one. Bye. I'm out.